Warm welcome to Module 4 of our Parallel and Intersecting Line series. Today, we will explore vertically opposite angles. After this module, you will be able to identify the vertically opposite angles and apply the concept to find the missing values. Let's begin with a question. Are the angle pairs on the screen adjacent angles? You may pause the video if you need more time with the question. Respond with a simple yes or no. Let's check. They share a common vertex. They have a common arm. And the non-common arms lie on the either side of common arm. That means common arm lies between the non-common arms. So these angles indeed are adjacent angles. This was a recap of our previous module. Are both the angle pairs on the left and the right of the screen similar? Take your time and respond in yes or no. Let's check our observation. Both these angle pairs have a common vertex. Both these angle pairs have a common arm. And both these angle pairs have non-common arms on the either side of common arms. So our answer is yes, they are similar and these angle pairs are called adjacent angles. But are these angle pairs exactly same? Observe closely. Notice the non-common arms on the left side of the screen. They form a straight line. This means the angle pairs on the left are special adjacent angles. Hence they are exactly not same. And what is special about them? The sum of their measure is 180 degrees, forming a straight line. And such angles are called linear pair angles. Let's explore further. Two adjacent angles whose non-common sides form a straight line, and that means which implies the sum of their measure is 180 degrees, and such adjacent angles are called linear pair angles. Observe the demonstration on the left side of the screen. When one angle is acute, the other becomes obtuse. Can you think why? Yes, to maintain the balance of the straight line. If you are given one angle of the linear pair, will you be able to find the other? Correct, you will simply subtract it from 180 degrees. Let us put our knowledge to test. Choose the correct option. Angle A and angle B form a linear pair. So what do you think is their total measure? Correct. The correct option is D, 180 degrees. Choose the linear pair of angles from the given option. That means basically we are checking the sum of all angle pairs, and the angle pair which has a sum equivalent to a straight angle will become our choice. So your option is correct. 50 degrees and 130 degrees add up to a linear pair. Given one angle, we can find the other by subtracting it from 180 degrees. So I am sure you are able to give the answer for this one also. Previously, we comprehended a statement. Now we are comprehending an illustration. You should know how to read both and also how to present your answer. So simply whenever you write your equation, do mention the reason which is there on the screen also. They should add up to 180 degrees because they are linear pair. So simply we can find the value of x by subtracting the given angle from 180 degrees. Moving on, quickly find out the value of the missing angle from the linear pair. Correct. We can find it by subtracting it from 180 degrees. and the answer will be 57 degrees. Another way in which the question can be asked is simply by giving a statement that out of two angles A and B, angle B is 87 degrees. So what will be the measure of angle A? You can write your answer in the comment section. Correct. 93 and 87 add up to 180 degrees, that is a straight angle. Apart from linear pair or adjacent angles, intersecting lines also make another set of angles. Can you guess which one? Let's explore. How many angles are getting formed on the left side of the screen? Visualize it. Yes, you can see they are intersecting at one point, making 4 angles, or if we may say pairs, 2 pairs of angles. In our previous module, we explored the concept of adjacent angles. Using the example of 4 people sitting around a table, we concluded that B and D was sitting adjacent to A, and then we applied the concept to angles, realizing that every angle will have 2 adjacent angles when 2 lines intersect. Similarly, now we are going to shift our focus to identifying who is sitting opposite to whom. So A is sitting vertically opposite to. Examine closely and you will see A is sitting vertically opposite to C and B is sitting vertically opposite to D. Let's extend this concept of vertically opposite to angles. Which angle is vertically opposite to A? Examine closely. Yes, is it C? Absolutely correct. C is placed vertically opposite to A. And what about B? Which angle is vertically opposite to B? It is D. Perfect. Now that we can identify the opposite angles, let's see the kind of questions that can be asked. But before that, remember, vertically opposite angles are sometimes referred to as vertical angles. Observe the image on the left side of the screen and identify 2 pairs of vertical angles. Correct. Angle A is sitting vertically opposite to angle C, while angle B is placed vertically opposite to angle D. From our discussion so far, we can come to a conclusion. When 2 lines intersect, apart from adjacent angles, another special set of angles are formed, which are called vertically opposite angles, and there are 2 such pairs. Before we establish the relationship between the 2 vertical pair angles, let us see if we can read the angles. In certain questions, we need to read the names of the vertically opposite angles. So let us quickly go through this one. Which angle is vertically opposite to angle TPS? I am sure you are able to read it. If you are not, go back to module 2 and make sure your naming is in order. Okay, so let's explore. Angle TPA is sitting vertically opposite to angle. Observe the path of the butterfly and you will realize that TPS is placed vertically opposite to angle QPR. I am sure your answer was correct. Now that we are able to identify both pairs of vertical angles, let us establish their relation. Take a look at the vertically opposite angles on the screen. What's your observation? Try to spot a pattern. You will see that the vertically opposite angles are always equal. So, let us quickly recall right now. Adjacent angles, specifically the linear pair angles, add up to 180 degrees, while the vertically opposite angles, they are always equal. Let us verify it visually also. You can see when 2 lines or their segments intersect, 4 angles are getting formed. And we have established the relationship visually. Let us now try to overlap the red angle, on the red angle, see, it is not able to completely cover yellow angle, but when it is superimposed on the red angle, you will see that it is completely covering it. Let us try it with the yellow pair also. Will yellow angle completely overlap its vertically opposite yellow angle? It sure does. So what conclusion can you draw? Vertically opposite angles that are formed when two lines intersect are equal to each other. One more important point here. Observe the playing cards, how perfectly they are also overlapping or superimposing on each other, which means if we place them properly, they will cover each other completely. This overlapping is also termed as congruency. So while congruency means having the same measure and orientation, equality which we are used to mentioning, it actually means the measure, but in congruency there should be perfect overlap considering the measure and the orientation. So there is a slight difference and we must keep in mind, because you will come across this term a lot when working with angles and triangles. So now we have reached the perfect conclusion that vertically opposite angles are formed when two lines intersect, and these vertically opposite angles are equal or congruent to each other. Let us practice together. Now let us do it quickly. Find the value of x. It is going to be either the angles are going to be adjacent or they are going to be vertically opposite. If they are vertically opposite, as in this case, simply equate them, but do not forget to mention the reason. So what is the value of x in this case now? It is going to be the same because they are vertically opposite. Had they been a pair of linear angles, we would have subtracted from 180. Okay, the value of b is 40 degrees because they are vertically opposite angles. So before we put more comprehensive questions, let us recap. When two lines intersect, we get either we are going to be getting opposite angles or we are going to be getting adjacent angles. So opposite angles are always equal, and adjacent angles, to find adjacent angle, we will subtract from 180 degrees. When you read the term 180 degree, what should come to your mind? Supplementary. Though supplementary is a different concept, but linear pairs are definitely supplementary, because supplementary means making a combination of 180 degrees. For example, the angle pairs of a triangle, they add up to 180 degrees. They are also supplementary, but they are not linear pair. So if we have to find the adjacent angle, we will subtract from 180 degree and we get our third answer. And then again, remember there are two adjacent angles. On the left of 60 and on the right of 60 are the adjacent angles or the linear pair angles. So 120 degree is going to be placed on both the sides of 60. Find the missing angles. So now we are going to be finding all the missing angles, and I am sure you will be confident to attempt this question on your own. You may pause the video, practice it, write it in your notebook, and then check your answer. Start with the angle that is always sitting vertically opposite to the given angle. So C is equal to 40 degrees and immediately mention the reason, because it's vertically opposite. Now is the time to create my equation, because after vertically opposite I will have to find my linear pair. So I know 40 degrees plus B is equal to 180 degree because of linear pair. So the value of B can be calculated by finding the difference. So we have found C, we have found B, and then we can find the third angle also, because it's going to be again vertically opposite to B. Or you can simply see that it's going to be sitting adjacent to 40 degrees. So adjacent to 40 degrees will be 180 minus 40, because this is a special adjacent angle. So our answer is 140 degrees. You can use any logic, vertically opposite angle or linear pair angles. So if you look at the sequence on the right hand side, so we started with vertically opposite, then we subtracted using 180 degree linear pair angles, and then again we came back to vertically opposite angles and found our 3 missing angles. One more question for your practice. Attempt it and check your answer. Correct. We started with vertically opposite angles, then we created our equation for the logic of linear pair angles, and of course after subtraction we got our missing angle, and then again vertically opposite, and we found all 3 angles which are there on the screen on the left hand side. Stay in the video till the end to dive into the rapid fire round and show off your math skills. I'm now leaving you with questions that will challenge your understanding. Put your pen to paper, music on or mute, whatever helps you focus. Take your time and let your math progress shine and reflect. Join me in the next module to discover the special angles formed by 2 intersecting lines. Until then, keep learning, keep practicing and stay curious.